Hi, Peyton. So I just looked through your website and now I'm going to click through it again and tell you my notes on things that you did well and things that you could do to improve for next time. So starting off, your title page, the picture is cool, but the text gets lost because of the white color. And then the other thing with the title page is that there's nothing else on here. So it almost looks like if you were to have clicked on this from Google, you would think that the website was broken and something wasn't loading down here. So I would combine your title page with your home page. So putting like that picture behind this page. Because this one has good information on it, but it's very plain. There's no pictures. There's nothing to make it stand out. So continuing on with your home page, you have the company name and the motto here, but I would make those stand out a bit more, perhaps even naming the home page Mountain Climbing Incorporated and then having the motto like as a subheading underneath that so that it stands out. Again, I'd add some photos, something to bring a little color and excitement to it so that it looks more legit. And then I like that you have on here that you guys will do, let me see, where is it? Somewhere on here, I wrote down that you say that you'll do whatever it takes. Here. Do whatever it takes to make sure that you get up the mountain and back down safely. So you're clearly showing that you care for the client, adding in that pathos there. But do make sure that you watch your capitalization at the start of sentences. You were doing good up here, and then right about here it starts to fall apart because then all of your sentences, except this one, are lowercase at the beginning. So that's a big problem. Make sure that you're watching that because I know we talked about that a lot last year. Now moving on to your guiding style page. You keep mentioning this class that people can take in order to prepare for the climb. I would add in a hyperlink somewhere, even if it's just a fake one for the assignment, that shows where they can go to sign up for that. Because if you're just mentioning it and there's never a spot to go, then clearly no one's ever going to sign up. The rules, so I have one huge rule and then you go into it, but it almost comes off as a bit hostile after a while. You're saying that if you're going to sit and argue with me about whose idea is better, it's my way or the highway. So remember that you're trying to get this person to hire you, and if you come off as very harsh and commanding, that might not be something that people are willing to work with. So make sure that you're showing them that you have reasons to be that way. If that is indeed the way that you want to run the company, make sure that you show them why they need to listen to you. You mentioned that you've climbed it 8 times, but what is it that makes it so important that they need to listen to you like that? Okay, so with that, you don't have quotes on this page, at least not that I've seen. You do have one from John Krakauer down here, but it isn't parenthetically cited. So make sure that you have in parentheses the page number that it came from at the end. But do incorporate quotes from other places as well, not just from Into Thin Air. Required supplies. So the list is good. It looks like you did some research to see what all they needed, but all it is a list really along with the full price. I like the pictures. But I would add in some information about why they need these items or where they can get them, just to make it a bit more informational rather than just a big list. The info about the mountain page is, again, some good info is on here, but it's all one huge paragraph. I would break it up into chunks, so talking about the acclimatization process, the altitude, different things like that, so that it's easier to read. It's not just one big block, but it's different sections of information. Again, you've got a quote from Into Thin Air, but I don't see any quotes from anywhere else, which this page would be a really easy one to incorporate some quotes from another source. So please do that, because otherwise, if this information was taken from somewhere, but you're not telling us where you got it, that borders on plagiarism. So make sure that you're doing that. And then your map here is nice. I like that. Medical care page. You have some conditions mentioned, but there aren't a lot of treatments that you talk about. So when you don't mention the treatments as well, it comes off as a little scary, like here's all these bad things that are going to happen, and you don't talk to us very much about how it will, how you guys, the company, will keep people safe, except for that you'll carry first aid kits. And again, I would break this up into chunks, talking about frostbite, talking about oxygen, to be a bit more easy to read. Maybe adding some pictures, because again, it's just a white page. There's nothing visually stunning about it as of right now. The About Us page, this I think is a really important place to add a photo, because if you're trying to get a client to hire you, people want to see who it is that they are hiring. They're not going to be very likely to hire just a faceless person from a website. So adding that in, and then the I, you start off with I, but you never identify yourself. So we can assume that it's Peyton from the home page, but people might not remember that. So making sure to identify who is the one talking here. The Contact Us page looks nice. You added a good photo here. No real feedback other than that on this one. And then your resources page, remember it was required that you have 5 resources. I only see 3 listed here, and they need to be in MLA format. These are just URLs. This one is an MLA format, but these 2 are not. So that needs to be updated when you go through and do revisions. If you have any questions, please let me know. We can definitely go over this more in Lit Lab. All right, thanks, Peyton.